Assertion reason area in the question paper. Assertion reason questions. Many students find it really difficult to tackle that part of the question paper. They lose mark there, and finally, they end up in not getting centum score in chemistry. So it is compulsory to practice the assertion reason areas well if you aim the magic score in chemistry. Okay, because the recent board papers, they have a lot of assertion reason questions in them as per the new pattern. So we have to make that area very, very clear, for which enough practice is required. I have included many questions, assertion reason questions in the previous PYQ sessions, but today's session contains few more assertion reason questions from chapter solutions. And with today's session, we'll be winding up chapter solutions for time being. Now we'll be entering into organic chemistry sessions. And definitely few more one shot samples you will get from different chapters shortly. Okay. So today's session is about assertion reason from chapter solutions. Hi, I am Prasanna. Welcome to my platform, ChemSmart. Let's see what those questions are, which I have brought for you today. Question number 1. The assertion statement is, in an ideal solution, delta H mixing is 0. Reason, in an ideal solution, AB interactions are weaker than AA and BB interactions. Previous sessions, I have explained very clearly, in an ideal solution, the solute-solvent interactions, A-B interactions, are similar in strength to AA and BB, solute-solute and solvent-solvent interactions. That means during the formation of an ideal solution, because the interactions are similar, there is no change in temperature, no heat is evolved or absorbed, no change in volume, no contraction or expansion. So, when you look at assertion statement, in an ideal solution, delta H mixing is 0. It is correct because there is no change in temperature when you make an ideal solution from its components. And reason, in an ideal solution, AB interactions are weaker, it is written, which is absolutely wrong because in an ideal solution, AB interactions are similar in strength to AA and BB. So it is not weaker or stronger. So the reason statement is false. Therefore, the correct answer for this question is assertion is true and reason is false, which is option C. Clear? Great. Next one. Assertion is molarity of a solution in liquid state changes with temperature. And reason, volume of a solution changes with temperature. You know what is molarity formula? What is molarity formula? Molarity is number of moles of the solute divided by volume of the solution in liter. So volume is coming in the formula, means molarity depends on volume. And it is inversely proportional to volume, you can see. And you know volume is directly proportional to temperature because if you increase the temperature, volume will increase. If you decrease the temperature, volume will decrease. Molarity inversely proportional to volume. Molarity depends on volume and volume depends on temperature. So, if you look at assertion, molarity of a solution in liquid state changes with temperature. Yes, it changes with temperature. It is true. And reason, the volume of a solution changes with temperature, change. That is, when temperature changes, volume also changes. That's also true. And reason is the correct explanation of assertion. You can see from the relation what we have used. So, the correct answer is both assertion and reason are true. And reason is the correct explanation of assertion. Clear? Like this, you have to relate and check. Okay, whether assertion is true, reason is true, whether they are, reason is the correct explanation of assertion or not. Analyze the statements properly if you want to ace these questions. Okay, now next one. Assertion. It's about azeotropes. Azeotropic mixtures are formed by only non-ideal solutions. Reason, Azeotropic mixture cannot be separated by fractional distillation. Yeah. You know, azeotropes, they are formed only by non-ideal solutions. If it is positive deviation from Rolle's law, they will form minimum boiling azeotrope. Negative deviation from Rolle's law, vapor pressure is less, so they will form maximum boiling azeotrope. We have discussed all these in previous sessions. So, azeotropes can be formed only by non-ideal solutions. That is true. Assertion is true. What about reason? Azeotropic mixture cannot be separated by fractional distillation. Yes, they boil at a constant temperature, so cannot be separated by fractional distillation. That is also true. And reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. They are individually true. So the answer is option B. Clear? Assertion and reason both are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Right? Great. Next. Assertion. CCl4 and water are immiscible. Reason, CCl4 is a polar solvent. You have studied the statement like dissolves like. What does that mean? Polar solutes are soluble in polar solvents, non-polar solutes in non-polar solvents, right? So if you look at the nature of CCl4, it is non-polar. Water is polar. So non-polar will not mix with polar. So they are immiscible. That's true. CCl4 is a polar solvent. No, right now I told you it's a non-polar solvent. So the correct answer is option C, assertion true, reason false. Then, next question, it is about melting of ice. Assertion, ice melts faster at high altitudes. Reason, at high altitudes, atmospheric pressure is low. You know, when we exert pressure on ice, it will melt faster. That means melting is enhanced by increase in pressure. Keep it in mind. And you also know when we go to higher altitudes, atmospheric pressure becomes lower and lower atmospheric pressure. So, ice melts faster at higher altitudes. If you go to higher altitudes, their pressure is less, atmospheric pressure is less. So, melting will be slower because higher the pressure, faster the melting. So, you can see that the assertion statement is false. When it comes to reason, at higher altitudes, atmospheric pressure is low. That's true. So, the answer is assertion is false and reason is true. Therefore, option D. Clear? Hope you understood the relation well. Next one. Assertion. Freezing of water is an endothermic process. Reason, heat must be removed from water to make it freeze. If you have liquid water, how will you freeze it? By keeping it in the freezer, right? Why? To remove heat from water and make it freeze. Liquid changes into solid. So when you remove heat from water, it is actually loss of heat. So it is an exothermic process. Heat is given out. Exothermic process. So freezing of water is an endothermic process. That is false. It is an exothermic process. Heat must be removed from water to make it freeze. That's true. So the correct answer is assertion is false, but reason is true. Option D. Next question. And the last one. Assertion, cryoscopic constant depends on the nature of the solvent. Reason, cryoscopic constant is a universal constant. You know, cryoscopic constant, Kf, ebullioscopic constant, Kb, all these depend on the nature of the solvent. In numericals, we have used different values of Kf and Kb for water, benzene, acetic acid, etc., right? That means these values depend on the nature of the solvent. And if they were universal constants, they will not change with nature of the solvent. So coming to assertion, cryoscopic constant depends on the nature of solvent. That is true. Reason, cryoscopic constant is a universal constant. That is false. Therefore, the answer is option C. Assertion is true, but reason is false. So we have taken up some assertion reason questions today for extra practice. I hope these are crystal clear to you. Okay. Make sure to practice all these assertion reason questions if you aim perfection in the chapter. Okay. So today's session is the last one from solutions chapter, PYQ sessions. For time being, we are stopping solutions here. And next session will be on organic. And in between, as I mentioned, you'll be getting more one-shots. So keep watching. Make sure to watch all the sessions without fail if you want to practice these chapters perfectly before your CBSE board exam 2024. Okay? So please watch all the sessions without fail. Make sure to like, share, as well as subscribe to my channel. See you inside for the next session. Till then, bye.